Okay, so although burpees are for metabolic conditioning, when we have prolapse, we just need to take a slightly different approach. We need to make sure that our alignment and our breathing is spot on throughout. You're still going to get an amazing heart rate spike. What you don't want to do is this. I don't know if you can see there, I'm jumping around quite a bit and my alignment was out. So when I came down, hands were here and my body was back here. I don't know if you can see, but my shoulders are far away from my hands. My rib cage and my hips, I've got a big curvature in here. So I've kind of got this big arch going on as I'm coming up and down. What I want to do first of all is stack my shoulders over my hands so I get a really good plank position. I want to get rid of that V shape in my hips and bring it down to a good plank position at the bottom of the burpee that we're inclining. So have a look what that looks like. I'm just going to take it a little bit slower and more deliberate. So I'm going to come down. My hands stay directly under my shoulders, not back like this. And I'm making sure that I come into a really good plank. I jump in, up. I make sure I jump into a really good solid plank, up. So, where am I breathing with this? I find the place where I'm likely to leak when I'm doing a burpee is when I jump my feet out and when I jump them back in. So let's take a look at that. Jumping out, I'm going to do a through my teeth. So my transverse abdominis come in and I'm drawing up through my pelvic floor. So I breathe in and then I do it on the way out. Breathe in. As you can see, breathing whilst we're doing a burpee gets a little tricky. So we're just trying to keep that transverse abdominis on. Unfortunately, when we do have prolapse, we need to take things a little bit slower and more deliberate until our body can start to do it. Come back so you can see me. We need to do it a little bit slower and more deliberate until our body gets used to doing the movement and the breathing and the alignment all coordinated together. That's our ABCKV, okay? So we need to make sure we slow things down to start with, get our alignment right, make sure we're breathing okay, and then coordinate it all together with variations. And the variation, of course, that we're doing is an inclined burpee. So you can even do it on something higher if the lower one doesn't work. So I'll just show you that on a higher step. So as you can see, I've got the lower step down here and I've got the higher step here. So I could use the variation of a higher step, making sure again that I'm aligned. And up. So there you have it. That's how to manage a burpee. Manage your prolapse symptoms whilst doing a burpee.